There we go. Please keep that applause going with the very funny hilarious Devon Alexander.
Yeah, how you guys doing tonight? You guys good? Yeah, I love it out here, man. I was actually born and raised in Calgary, so was home cooking out in this motherfucker. I'm happy in this shit. I live in Vancouver now. I don't know if you guys ever been to Vancouver, but there's no black people in Vancouver. I've been there for 5 years and I've yet to figure out where the fuck they hang out. I don't know where. It's cool. Like, I have family members all the time that come talk to me like, yo, how's Vancouver? Are they racist in Vancouver? And I'm like, nah, they're not racist in Vancouver. You know, if anything, Vancouver people are, they're curious. They're curious. Because there's a difference between a racist and a curious person. Because a curious person, they're willing to learn. So they just ask a lot of questions, which is cool. So I get asked a lot of questions, you know? And one of the questions I get asked a lot is, how long you in town for? Because they think I'm visiting. You know what I'm saying? They go, so, how long you in town for, buddy? You enjoying the city? It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I have to cut them off. I'm like, whoa, what are you talking about, man? I live here. You're my roommate, Jared. What the fuck are you? The nerve, the audacity. You know what I'm saying? The fuck are you doing, bro? It's 2018, man. I feel like we gotta hold people accountable for their shit. It's 2018, we got, because if you don't, people are gonna continue doing the same shit. They're not gonna learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that shit. Like I hate people that don't text back. If you're one of those people in the audience right now, kill yourself. And I hope your phone never turns back on, seriously. Because if we don't hold them accountable for their shit, they're gonna continue not texting back, right? Like for example, I was on Instagram and I slid in this girl's DMs, right? I just slid in that shit. And we were messaging back and forth and it was a dope conversation. It was really dope. Like, and I knew where I was in. Like, I knew it was good because she sent me like the hearty eye emoji, which means she loves me, right? And then she sent me the tongue emoji, which means she wants to suck my dick. So I was in, right? I was in. And like, technically we were only talking for like 4 to 5 days, but it felt like months. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, boom, I never heard from her. She just ghosted me. And I'm like, yo, what the? I felt hurt. I felt like shit. I felt like I invested in her and she just left me. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta hold her accountable for her shit. So I unfollowed her and I unliked every photo I've ever liked on her page. And I'm petty, so I got time. So I scrolled that Instagram and unliked everything. And she hurt me so bad. I was like, you know what? I don't want this feeling on anybody else because I didn't want her to hurt anybody else. So I reported one of her photos, so she no longer has Instagram. Hold people accountable for their shit. Speaking of holding people accountable for the shit, ladies, I'm gonna talk to you right now. You order way too much dildos online. And I see some of you ladies looking at me right now like, how the fuck do you know that we order dildos online? I used to work for UPS, okay? The amount of dildos that pass through these hands, unacceptable. Unacceptable. These are dick hands right now. I delivered the D. I delivered a lot of D. And the funny part is you ladies will come in not knowing that we know it's a dildo. So you're coming in skipping, like fucking skipping. Like you have a winning lottery ticket in your fucking hands, right? Came to pick up my package. And I'm looking at him like, I think you came to pick up this dick. That's what you came to pick up. This dick in the box. Pew. That's my dick in the box voice. Pew. And you think it'd be like a small little bullet shit? No, it's a big girthy box, bro. And you know it's big if I'm using the word girthy. That's not even in my vocabulary. Girthy. Like when you shake it, it makes thud sounds. It has bass to it. Woo! You got yourself the Mandingo special, didn't you? A little jungle fever, huh? I see you. Gotta hold people accountable for their shit. I actually realized I was the only black person in my apartment building. So I was up late one night and I was bored as shit and I changed my Wi-Fi name to Negro Next Door. It's fucking clever, bro. I patted myself on the back how dope that shit was. until one of my neighbors had to hold me accountable for my actions. And I ran into them in the elevator, and he's just looking at me, kind of like gauging if you recognize me, or if he saw me somewhere. So he's like, and then he's like, oh, you must be that Negro next door. Yeah, the neighbors are talking. It's amazing. And I got so excited because I'm like, oh shit, he saw my Wi-Fi. So I was like, yeah, it's a pretty clever Wi-Fi name, right? And my neighbor goes, Wi-Fi name? What are you talking about? So how long you in town for, buddy? Gonna be here long? That's Vancouver. I think I need to move back to Calgary, right? It's cool out there, though. There's a new drug in Vancouver. If any of you guys ever heard this drug, it's called, do you know a place I can rent? Spreading like wildfire. Like, because it's so hard to find a place in Vancouver because the housing is so high. There's people that are looking for places, but they look like drug addicts, look like cocaine heads. Like, you can see the stress in their face, and they're scratching and shit, and they're like, hey, man, do you know anyone looking for a roommate, man? I got first and last month's rent, man. I swear to God, I don't smoke. I got no pets. I'll suck your dick, man. That's my time. Appreciate y'all.
Devon Alexander, keep it going for Devon.